might begin to notice as you allow yourself to listen and relax that the more you understand how the mind works, the more you realise how powerfully it can be shaped, how ideas, thoughts and even beliefs, they can be shifted in ways that are gentle, seamless and almost unnoticed. Have you ever noticed how the mind has a unique way of responding to what it hears, especially when it comes to what's not said, the gaps, the silences, the indirect suggestions? It's as though the unconscious mind hears something different than what the conscious mind expects. Isn't that fascinating? Imagine just for a moment, you've heard a simple statement. Maybe you even heard this one before. Don't think about a pink elephant. And as soon as you hear those words, you notice that, paradoxically, the very idea of a pink elephant, it starts to form in your mind, doesn't it? It's like a picture being painted without you even trying to do it. Isn't it interesting how the mind works that way? That's the power of negation, or more precisely, the way the unconscious mind simply cannot process a negative. When you say don't, the unconscious mind focuses on the very thing you don't want. It becomes like a magnet pulling your attention, almost as if the suggestion is already halfway to becoming reality, before you even realise it. And isn't that a marvellous thing to explore? Now, you may also recall moments when you were told, don't jump in a puddle, or don't touch that. And how almost always without thinking, the impulse to do exactly that grows stronger. It's as though there's a part of your mind that simply can't resist the idea, isn't there? It's as if, in some way, the mind wants to do exactly what you're told not to do, simply because of the way the information was framed and supplied. And when that moment comes, it's not because you've consciously chosen to ignore the rules. It's because your unconscious mind has already been given the suggestion and is fully engaged, fully awake, fully alive in its own way. You may notice as you continue to listen that this is also how powerful suggestion works in other areas of life. Think of how we sometimes suggest ideas to ourselves, or how others might do it for us, without realising the subtle impact. Perhaps you've noticed it in an advertisement, in conversations, or even in the way certain thoughts just show up when you least expect them. The unconscious mind, it doesn't necessarily differentiate between what's real and what's suggested, or between what should be done and what's off limits. It simply reacts, almost automatically, creating thoughts and feelings in response to what's presented to it. And what's even more interesting is how this process can be guided. How the very act of framing a thought or suggestion can direct the mind to specific places. It's as if, through words, you can plant seeds that will grow in their own time, effortlessly when least expected. It's like planting a seed in the fertile soil of the unconscious mind, and watching as it grows into something beautiful and powerful. Imagine then how much potential lies in understanding the ways the mind works, and how much you can benefit from this understanding, from this awareness. Think about the way a child learns. In a world full of suggestions, patterns and implicit rules, they don't simply follow commands, they absorb, they process, they internalise, all while learning how to navigate the world, learning what to focus on, what to pay attention to, and what to disregard. This is something you too have always known on a deeper level, even if you didn't realise it consciously. And as you begin to understand the flow of suggestions, you might find your own patterns, habits and responses, they can shift in powerful ways. So imagine now how you can begin to use this understanding in your own life. What if you could frame things differently? What if you could start seeing the world in terms of possibility, opportunity and potential, rather than limits? When you think about your goals, your desires, and the life you want to create, you can start to see your mind is already predisposed to find solutions, to seek new ways of doing things, and to make things happen in ways that feel effortless, natural, and even inevitable. All because you know how to work with the unconscious mind, how to guide it, how to shape it with your words, your thoughts and your actions. And as you reflect on this, you might even start to notice that right now, your mind is naturally shifting, naturally adapting to these new ideas. You might begin to understand that, just like when a child hears, "Don't jump in that puddle," and immediately feels the urge to do it, you too can create a shift in your own responses by simply reframing them in a way that you think about things. When you tell yourself, "Don't feel stressed," the stress itself can grow, just because the mind can't process the word "don't." When you focus on how relaxed, calm and in control you are, your mind follows that direction naturally, effortlessly. What would happen if you took this understanding into every area of your life? What if instead of trying to fight against something that you don't want, you focused all your energy on what you do want? What if instead of focusing on the obstacles, you shifted your attention to the path, to the possibilities, to the ways you can move forward with confidence and ease? Imagine how your life could feel different, how the changes that you desire come to you more easily, more effortlessly, because your unconscious mind is always working with you, guiding you, creating solutions and opportunities, where before there were none. And as you continue to explore this idea, notice how the more you understand about your unconscious mind, the more power you gain. Power to influence your own beliefs, your own responses, your own habits. Power to shape your world, to change the way you react, to create new patterns that serve you, help you achieve your desires. Because you see, the unconscious mind is always listening, always absorbing, always ready to take in new information. And with that understanding, you have the ability to guide it, to plant seeds of change, to create new patterns that serve you in ways you can barely even imagine yet. Just like the pink elephant, the possibilities are endless. And as you allow this knowledge to sink in, you might find everything you ever wanted is already on its way to you, without resistance, without struggle, just flowing naturally, as if it was always meant to. The power of suggestion is incredible. And when you understand how to work with the unconscious mind, incredible things begin to happen. Just like the process of reframing negative suggestions, you begin to reframe your own life. The unconscious mind is your greatest ally in this process, guiding you, helping you, and always ready to move forward, as long as you know how to lead it.